Hello everyone, it's Jeanette here from Enthusiastic Gardener, and today I'm just going to have a little sit down because I've done all my jobs already. And what I wanted to say was I have to go back to work full time, and I did go back to work last year from September to December, and I did my very best to do 2 videos a week still, which I kept it up, but it was a lot of work, and I think over undue pressure on myself to try and keep the gardening going, because obviously I only get 2 days a week and I was gardening all the time, both days, just to get 2 videos out a week. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to relax, chill, take a chill pill, and I'm going to aim for 1 video a week from now on, which I think will probably be on a Wednesday, seeing as it's bang in the middle of the week. And then I can just definitely get something done without undue pressure. I hope you understand, and I'm sure many people will be thinking, only 1 video a week, thank goodness for that. So anyway, first of all, before we start with having a look at all my jobs, I want to give a shout out to a lovely lady called Teresa. And Teresa got in touch with me because she follows me on YouTube, and she said that I had inspired her to start her own channel, which is just fabulous. Now, Teresa lives in a place called Weston, which is in West Virginia in the USA. She's been in her garden for 28 years. Now, Teresa's video channel is just being launched, and it's called Gardening on the West Fork with Teresa. Her garden is gorgeous. It looks gorgeous now when it's quite bare and dormant. Can you hear the birds? It looks gorgeous and it's just all dormant. She backs right onto the West Fork River. It looks fabulous. I can't imagine what it's going to look like in the spring and in the summer. She's really lovely. As I say, she's gardened there for 28 years. I said to her, Teresa, I'm going to give you a shout out. So please check out her channel. It's called Gardening on the West Fork with Teresa. And she's a lovely lady, and we've been chatting a lot. And please go over and have a look and support her channel. She's only done to date maybe 3 videos. The first one is the walkthrough of her garden. It's going to be beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to say that. Secondly, I want to show you this gorgeous sunset that I saw a couple of days ago, which is just stunning. I was sitting in my lounge, which is just through there. I kept looking over there, thinking, oh gosh, that looks gorgeous. I'll come running out, do a film of it, sit down, and then it would change into a different colour. So I thought, oh no, that's better than the one before. I'll run out again, film it again, come running back in, and the 3rd time I did it, I thought, that's it. This is what it looks like. I thought, that's it. Anyway, it's gorgeous, and makes me laugh, the little man who comes past on his bicycle. So I thought that was amusing, and I thought, oh, I'll have to show you that because it did look beautiful. And so some of the things I've been doing this week, I've done my jobs, as I said, and one of the things I did was I planted another 3 of those smart pots. And the first one, I had kale. So I didn't realise you have to soak the seeds. It's one of those, you soak the seeds beforehand for overnight. So I soaked the seeds, and then in the morning some of the seeds were floating on the top, and I thought I remembered somewhere that those ones, that meant it's not viable. So I took those seeds out, the ones that were floating. I didn't bother planting those. So I planted up 3 more smart pots, as you can see. So in the first one there was the kale, and then the second and the third ones are seeds that I was sent from my really lovely friend called Steve, and he has a channel called Steve's Growing Space, and he had sent me seeds from his own garden. So I had some lettuce and I had some radishes. So I planted those in the 3 smart pots. Then a couple of days later I thought, right, I have 2 more heat mats. I need to get some more seeds in my greenhouse. So I sowed those, and in one of them I had intended to have a whole tray of strawberries, but when I opened the packet there was only a few seeds. You didn't get very many seeds, so it ended up that the first tray has a mixture of strawberries and Aubrietia. So this is Aubrietia Cascade Red, and they grow up to about 10 centimetres. Strawberries and Aubrietia both take around the same time to germinate, which is 14 to 21 days. So I thought they can go in the same tray, and then they might be ready at the same sort of time. Then in the second tray I put in some chili pepper, which is called hot rod chili pepper, and I also put in some sweet pepper called Sweetonia Mix. They're sweet yet a little warm, it says. And I put in some little aubergines, baby aubergines. It's a F1 pinstripe. So they're in there now. Then in the third one I put in some Cosmos Double Click, which I did sow in September as well, but they didn't really make it round this year, so I thought I'll try those again. And I sowed some marigold called Scarlet Sophie. And then in the fourth tray I had a whole tray full of red Brussels sprouts, and they're a novelty purple red sprout which retains its colour even after cooking. So that's another 4 trays which are all in the greenhouse now in their heat mats. And I was chatting to a friend of mine as well online, Chris Stubbings, who has a lovely channel on ponds and fish, Chris Stubbings channel. He suggested that I should take the domes off, the humidity domes. I should probably take those off for maybe about 15 minutes every day. So I hadn't realised that, because there is a lot of moisture under there. If I bring it a bit closer, you can see how much condensation and moisture's on there. And Chris Stubbings recommended I take the domes off for maybe 15 minutes in the daytime, so I'm going to do that. Any bit of help is welcome. You can see there's loads of moisture. Yeah, it's surprising how much moisture they create, actually. I'm quite surprised. So I'll leave that off for 15 minutes and then put them back on again. So I did that today, took them off just for 15 minutes and put them back on again. So I'll do that every day, because Chris says it might be a good idea. Yes, it probably is a good idea. So thank you for that, Chris. I've done that today, and I'll try and do that every day. Another thing that I have been doing is, you may remember the hanging wall planter that Richard made from a pallet. Well, that is now all planted up with beautiful colourful flowers, as you can see from this picture here. And you may think, how have you managed to get those flowers growing so beautifully in February/March? Well, I have to admit that they are fake. They are plasticky fake flowers. And I'm sorry, yes, you could probably throw things at me. Jeanette, how could you? But as I heard from Jenny from Gardening with Creekside, she says, it's my garden, I can do what I like. Yes, exactly. Nothing grows in that wall pallet planter. It's got the tiniest little reservoir, tiniest little soil container, all dries up. I've tried, I've planted things in there, and also it's on my hottest wall for the afternoon. The sun bakes everything. The rain doesn't get to it because there's an overhang hanging off the bungalow. So we're having fake plants in the planter. and I don't care. Another thing I've been doing is looking around at my tulips, and they are coming on very well. As you can see, this large planter here, they are all orange tulips, and they're from my friend Lulu. She sent them to me. And then I've got more tulips in this planter here, and then I've got lots of tulips, and they're all coming up, and everything is looking very nice. You can also see that I have been out in the night checking on my little seed trays to see if they're okay, see if my heat mats aren't burning away. And you can see me here in the middle of the night. It's not actually the middle of the night, it's the evening, but I just went to have a look and everything looks okay. Now this one is a new concept to me, cowslip. Now you can sow cowslip in the early autumn and you just put it in a pot and leave it in a cold frame to overwinter. They need to be cold, or alternatively you can put them in a pot in March to April, which I'm going to do. We put them in a pot and then we cover the pot with a lid, and then we put them in the fridge for 3 weeks in the bottom of the fridge, and then we get them out, put them out, and they need to germinate in the cold. And I will set my phone for 3 weeks time so I don't forget to leave them in there. So that's my jobs for the week really. It's Saturday now, Saturday evening. It's a very, very nice afternoon. It is about 5 o'clock, and I'm hoping to do some more tomorrow, to get some jobs done tomorrow. But I'm going to leave it here for today, and I hope you have a wonderful week in your garden. We are nearly at, well, Mother's Day next weekend on Sunday. In the UK's Mother's Day on the 14th, so happy Mother's Day in advance to my mum. And yes, clocks change, I believe the 28th of March. We get another hour of daylight, which will be fabulous. So I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. I'm Jeanette, I am the Enthusiastic Gardener, and take care and have fun in your gardens. Thank you for watching. Bye.